and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to make homemade bread, and I'm getting my recipe out of the Southern Living 1980 edition cookbook, and I thought I'd share it with y'all. This is a simple, easy bread recipe, and it don't take a lot of ingredients. So come on and let's get started on making our homemade bread. Okay, here's all the ingredients we're going to need that the recipe called for, and plus I'm going to add some garlic powder to mine. And instead of red pepper, I'm going to add just a few red pepper flakes. So we're changing the recipe up just a little bit, but let's get started. That was 1.5 cups of flour, and to that we're going to add a teaspoon of salt. That's pink Himalayan salt. Okay, and now we're going to add 1 teaspoon, and this is a half, so I'm going to put 2 of baking powder. And I want to add a little garlic to mine because we like the garlic flavor. So I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And just a very light sprinkle of red pepper flakes. And now I'm going to give the dry ingredients just a little mix. Okay, now we're going to add our 3 tablespoons of shortening to our dry ingredients. And you could use butter for this, but the recipe calls for shortening, so that's what I'm using. And now we're going to take this pastry blender, and I'm just going to blend in my shortening until it comes to little pea-sized pieces. They'll wind up, once you get it all mixed good, it'll be almost like the size of a pea is how you're wanting it. Okay, see the little pieces? Just keep working it till you get it mixed in good, all your shortening. Okay, now we're going to add our 1/2 cup of milk. Okay, now we're going to mix that together. Just mix it till you get it to form a dough. And then once you get your dough formed, you're going to turn it out onto the counter, and you've got to flour your counter just a little, your work surface or whatever you're working on. And try to get all your flour, because this recipe don't call for much flour, so you need to use all that you got in there and get it combined good. That way you'll have enough of a roll. And just clean off your little pastry blender. And now I'm going to put my hands in there to finish it up. Okay, now we're going to turn it out onto the counter. And you're wanting to get it, the recipe says, by a 12 by 8 square, because we're going to roll this just like a cheese roll. Okay. Now I'm just going to start trying to work it out and get it rolled out. And now we're going to roll it out and get the bread the size we want this piece of bread to put our cheese inside of it. Or like the size, like we're trying to make it into a 12 by 8, if possible. Try to get it all the same thickness. Now that you got your dough in the shape you want it, we're gonna make sure it's not stuck to the counter. Okay, and now the recipe says to spread out your cheddar cheese, 3/4 cup of cheddar cheese, and the recipe calls for pimentos, but Travis don't like those, so I'm going to leave them out. And I'm going to put some parsley in ours because I'm going to make it have a little pretty green color to it. Sort of like the Red Lobster rolls do when you get the Red Lobster bread. Is what I was thinking. But their recipe calls for pimentos, but we don't like those. And here's our parsley that we've got to use. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little parsley. On my bread. And now we're going to roll it just like a roll. And then it says to cut them in 1-inch pieces. Okay. I'm going to spray my pan lightly just with some olive oil spray. And now we're going to cut our bread in 1-inch. And we should get 8, or we'll probably wind up a little bit more than 8. And that's what it looks like before we cook it. And we're making our cheese bread. So we're going to put them in here and stand them up. And we've got the oven preheating on 350. And it's going to take them about 35 minutes. Now the cheese that fell off, I'm going to pick it up and put it on the top because we don't want to waste no cheese. But that right there is 8 rolls. I did wind up with 8. We're going to put them in the oven, and I'll show y'all what this bread turns out to look like. Okay, y'all, there's our video on homemade cheese rolls. If you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. You could add other ingredients to these rolls if you wanted a different taste to them, or how you like them and what you would want to put in them. You could use Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese instead of cheddar cheese. Anything you have you just want to use up in your pantry, try it and see how they turn out. But the basic bread recipe is a good one, and it's from the Southern Living Cookbook from the 1980 edition. But if y'all like our video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. It helps it grow. Thanks for watching.